Big ideas start small. With the author's chisel and the hammer of reality, they often grow in unexpected ways. Such was the case with coastal Alabama. While many travel here for the beach, others come for something much, much different. With armchairs and car window painted tributes, they come to cheer, to obtain glory, and to sweat. So if you don't like laying in the sun, boating, or soaking in the Gulf, join others who say,
"We're here for the sports!"
42 countries have I seen. Through it all, just one dream. Just my whiskey glass full and a hand to hold. Home is where your straw hat is. Love is where your people are. Joy is loving what you have, and I have you, and you have me.
Driving all night trying to get back home. Lately I've been thinking I've been gone too long. I'm almost there, I'm on my way. This time I think I might.
As Navy brats who moved around, my brothers and I looked for constant and unchanging things, like soccer. But when we moved to the small town of Foley, soccer didn't even exist.
Mr. Schultz, I'm looking at a picture of Frank here, and he's coaching soccer. He's 14 years old. How did a 14-year-old end up coaching soccer for a startup?
Well, that's funny. It's really because he's the only one that knew anything about it. We got started, call from your mother saying, here you're starting a soccer program, and my sons know about soccer. I said, oh, great. And so Frank at 14 was one who helped us get started with telling others how to rep and how to coach. And we also got some help from over in the University of South Alabama. I was called the soccer commissioner.
Soccer is turning 40 this year in coastal Alabama. It's a little like Bull Durham's Crash Davis hitting his 247th home run. No fanfare. But sports in Foley have reached unimaginable heights since my brothers and I played as kids in 1978. Soccer was just the beginning. I'm here at the Foley Sports Complex to find out how sports in the city of Foley has grown into an industry. That's David Thompson. He's the Director of Recreation and Sports Tourism for the City of Foley. How big is soccer in the area?
Soccer is one of the things we're really proud about in Foley, Alabama. From, like you said, not having a program in 1978, this past year we had over 525 participants in our soccer program. Also, we were able to have a high school team that competed at the state level, made the state playoffs, won a round, and have lost to the eventual champions 1-0. So our soccer program has definitely grown.
But soccer has grown to become a cottage industry in our area, along with a wide range of other sports.
Basketball, volleyball, gymnastics, cheerleading,
Field hockey,
lacrosse.
Okay,
We had a K9 national championship, volleyball, cheerleading, gymnastics, cornhole, pickleball.
And what about the facility itself? What makes it so special?
This is awesome. We have 16 multi-purpose fields, which means we can play field hockey, we can play football, soccer, lacrosse. Soccer is our bread and butter sport, but we have so many options here. One of the things I wanted to talk about, the biggest tournament that we've had here, we had over 150 soccer teams, and we have just in Foley, Alabama alone, we have 1,000 hotel rooms. The benefit of having partners like Orange Beach and Gulf Shores is we can add the 17,000 additional condos and hotel rooms that they have, so we can go after those larger scale events that basically impact all of South Baldwin County. Recently built our event center, which has provided us with an indoor and a year-round venue that we didn't have before. So
That was $14 million?
$14 million.
So this is not about a pickup game of basketball.
Correct.
This is about bringing people into the city. How effective are you?
Well, again, when you look at our calendars for January, February, March, typical downtime frames, except for the spring break time, we're bringing in people every single weekend.
What else did I learn talking to David?
How many bathrooms?
We have 82 restrooms. So you will not be standing in line waiting for the restrooms in this facility.
Okay, so this is a really nice mezzanine you got here. I love the view of OA and the hotel. I see there's still work to be done. What do we expect to see in the future?
What we're hoping for is a convention hotel to attach. So we've got the exhibition trade show floor, but we don't have those breakout meeting rooms. So with another hotel coming on board, we'd have 2 hotels on site. We could basically have a self-contained convention.
They can take a break, they can go to their hotel room, and if the other members of the family, if they're getting a little tired of sports, they can hit OWA.
Correct.
That's amazing. How would you say your service compares to the service of other cities who you're competing with?
We've never had anybody come in and say, I don't want to come back to Foley, Alabama. It's always, when can I get my next date?
What would you like to see for the future of sports tourism here?
Growing our infrastructure to be able to accommodate more teams.
Soccer is your bread and butter sport right now. Is that right?
Soccer, from the outside, it's soccer, and from the inside, it's been volleyball. We are the state championship for soccer for Alabama. So we are the soccer destination of the South.
Is there any sport right now that's a big get, something you're trying to get?
If we're successful, in 2 years, we'll be bringing field hockey to Alabama.
In 40 years, this area has gone from not knowing about soccer to being the soccer destination for the South. Thanks go out to Ken Schultz, who helped plant the seed, and to David Thompson, who showed us how it's grown. So many sports and activities helping to fuel the economy of the small town of Foley. And we haven't even scratched the surface. In our next video, we'll talk about Gulf Shores and Orange Beach and how they've taken this industry head on.
Lights flashing in places where cypress trees used to grow. It's not the same town I